Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. This is a little impromptu because I'm gonna play with the new things from Natasha Denona. These just came in. It is like an extension of the pastel collection. I have some thoughts. Listen, I love Natasha Denona, but I have some thoughts. We're gonna be trying this out. I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts and we're just gonna see if this is the normal good Natasha Denona quality or if you can save your money. And if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I am a big fan of all kinds of makeup and all kinds of beauty, but especially things that are a little bit more on the colorful side. So we are gonna see how dramatic and how colorful can we make this one today. And if you're interested in that, don't forget to subscribe because I do upload quite a lot of videos. This video might go up as a bonus video. I'm not 100% sure. I did get this delivered today, earlier this morning, and I was sitting waiting for another order and I was like, I'm just gonna start filming. So this is the Pastel Plexi Glow Highlighter. And first when I opened this, I was like, let me just show you a close-up. This is the thing, what I thought I was gonna get with this highlighter, because this highlighter, in the promo pictures, it looked like it was a green, like peach gold. I thought this was going to be like a multi-chrome highlighter and that I was going to be able to like compare this one to the Prophecy by Kaleidos. No, that's not what this is. This is a highlighter that is quite literally, it just has 3 different colors in the pan, but when you swatch it, it's just a gold. That's what this is. What I was thinking about when I opened this highlighter, I was like, it's like when my stepdad bought a Rolex when he was like in Spain or something back in the happy 90s, and he came home and he realized that like the date was just literally, quite literally painted on. It was not like, it was not a function, it was just painted on. That's the Rolex that he got. So that's what this is. This is just pressed in the pan to make you think that this has different colors, but it doesn't. It looks really pretty when you open it. This is not a multi-chrome highlighter. This quite honestly, I don't really understand, and it's $42. I haven't worn it yet. I'm not wearing it right now. I haven't worn it yet. I will link all these things down below. I bought mine at Beautylish. I will have it all down below. I'm pretty sure it's available at Sephora now as well. Bought these myself. This is $42, and I think she upped the prices of the mini palettes because this is the mini pastel, and it is now $29, I think, or $27. One of the two instead of $25 that it used to be. Honestly, if this one surprised me a little bit in the what is going on here direction, this one surprised me a little bit in the oh, this is actually quite nice direction. Do wish that there was at least one more matte in here, but I will say that the pastel, the big pastel, is pretty like not matte heavy, but it has quite a few mattes in there, and for that reason I can't be super harsh against this one because I feel like this is more a complement palette to the big pastel one if you want to have a couple pastels on the go. I think that these shades are really nice. Just swatching them, they swatch and perform really beautifully. I haven't worn them on the eyes yet. The one that surprised me the most is this one because it isn't a gold. It is more of a warm beige base with almost like a purple teal kind of a duochrome sheen. It's very interesting, not a multi-chrome, but it's a very high quality shadow. It goes on super smoothly. It has a very interesting sheen. I think a lot of people will really appreciate that, both if you love neutrals and if you love colors, because I feel like this one will go with a lot of different crease colors. I like that there's a green in here. I will say that this blue is very, very interesting. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with this one. I brought out the big pastel as well because I wanted to make sure that there were like no duplicates, and they're not. So you can see that these are like complementing. You cannot see anything because I closed this one. Now you can see that they're just complementing each other. They're like just a complementing color story. You can definitely use them on their own or together. They're all pretty pastel, and I will say when swatching these, I do feel like these are fairly pastel, not necessarily either the gold or the blue, but it definitely complements the pastels. And I also feel like both of these shimmer pastels in the middle are shades that would work on a lot of different skin tones, and also this green one here, I think that that one would look very pastel on a tan skin tone, for example, but of course on my skin tone it's gonna like turn a little bit more of a pea green kind of a situation. But I feel like it's a nice you know, compromise between different skin tones, putting something like this in here. I like the packaging as well. Let's zoom in and let's try this one out because I am a little bit surprised by this one. Not what I thought I was buying. I mean, in this highlighter's defense, I don't know if you can see here how it's like, it is literally pink going to green. In this highlighter's defense, it didn't say anywhere that it was like a multi-chrome highlighter, but it's like, it didn't feel like it would be totally out of place for Natasha Denona to release something like that. And with the promo pictures that came out, that is a really pretty highlighter though. That is actually really pretty. It just felt like, oh, this is it. It's like, it's happening, but no, it wasn't happening. It was a Rolex with the date painted on. I mean, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. It's almost like a muted golden peach with a little bit of a green undertone, which honestly, I'm not mad about it. It's not what I thought I was going to be wearing today. I thought that I was going to be preparing this to the Prophecy highlighter. I don't feel like there's any need for that. If you haven't seen the Prophecy highlighter, I will link that down below. It is a very, very beautiful multi-chrome highlighter by the brand Kaleidos, which is quite literally a peachy pink to a gold to green, and it's a very pretty, and it's what I thought that this was going to be. But no, they just painted it on. Okay, let me do a little eye primer. I'm gonna use my favorite. I have everything linked down below, like I said. And then let's get in. I don't think I'm gonna be using all of these shades. I've been trying. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to use everything. I want to show people what the palette is like. Yes, but I have more like gone into thinking, that's nice, that's all fine and dandy, but sometimes I just want to be able to show you something that like looks cohesive, something that you would actually like wear. And not just turn it into like a mismatch of a million different things, and at the end of the day you wouldn't want to wear it. So I'm trying to like, I'm tethering between, is that the right use of that word? I'm like balancing between those two different options. The option of using as many shades as possible while at the same time making it cohesive and something that I actually think that both me and you would want to wear. I'm trying to swatch the different parts of the highlighter. Oh my god, don't look at my nails, to see if they're actually different, because like this was, I mean, not necessarily marketed as a highlighter that has like different shades, but like, I mean, a little bit. The marketing pictures did show different colors. I have swatched the middle and both of the corners. Can you tell which one is pink and which one is green and which one is peach? Yeah, me neither. This is a beautiful highlighter. It's not multi-chrome, and it's definitely not different colors, and it doesn't really matter where you put your brush down. You're gonna get this muted gold, which is beautiful, but like, it's a little bit of a marketing ploy. So I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna do something with these three colors here, because they're a little bit more colorful, and let's be honest, this is my brand here on YouTube. It is trying colorful shadows, and I love colorful shadows, and I am gonna be filming my new makeup releases as well today. And I don't mind having something a little bit colorful. So I'm just stamping this color on now. Since this is the only color I'm going to be having in my crease, which is a matte, I'm trying to see like how much can we build this up? How deep can we get it? And normally I will say that Natasha Denona's mattes for me are fairly easy to build up, and they do build both on each other and on itself as well, so I'm not too worried, and I think that this color is looking pretty dope. I'm gonna put this under my eyes as well, and then we'll work a little bit with the darker shimmer and see what we can make happen in the outer corner. Okay, so I've just used the green all around my eyes, and honestly, I think that this looks really, really good. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take a flat brush. This one is not clean. Now it's somewhat clean. I'm gonna use a flat brush, and I'm gonna use this dark blue, and I'm gonna spray it, and we're gonna pack it on in the outer corner, and then we'll see if maybe we'll take it from there. This is what I'm trying to say. We'll take it from there. I'm really excited about using some new Natasha Denona, and I'm excited that there are some colors coming into her brand. I'm so excited that this is a brand that's still doing colors. Maybe that's what I wanted to say. I've actually seen a leaked picture of what Natasha Denona is coming out with for Valentine's. And I don't want to I don't show leaked things on my channel. I don't want to be the one that's leaking stuff that brands haven't announced. That's not the channel that I want to be. So even though I have seen it, the brand hasn't shown it. So I'm not going to be spreading that. But I have seen it, and it looks really nice. I'm excited about that one too. So I'm just putting this blue one in the outer corner, just building it up on like the outer half of my lid. And I think now with this brush, I'm just taking it off of my hand to make sure that it's like not wet. And I'm putting some more on, and let's see if we can just get this to mix into the green. But I got a little fallout. That's usually what happens when you do manipulate dry shimmer shades. That's one of the reasons why I sprayed them, to get as little fallout as possible. But I think that that is looking really, really cute. Maybe I'll do an eyeliner. Actually, let me finish this one up. I'm gonna do the middle one now, which is this one. I'm gonna do that one, and I'm gonna spray that one. I'm having high hopes about how this is gonna look. Maybe I'll do like a matte in the inner corner, because you know I like that. This wasn't as impactful on the eyes as the other one. Let's see if we can build this up a little bit. This one is more of a traditional shimmer, and this one had a lot more sparkle to it, the darker one. But they look cute together, but they're definitely not like the exact same, I would say. So that is what it looks like. And maybe if I go into the pastel palette, we could do, maybe we'll do this one. It's called Brisk. It's like a mint. I think that that would be really cute, because I have like a green in my crease and a blue. Oh yeah, definitely. Something like that. Oh, that looks really nice. Okay, let me finish the other eye up as well, and let's do a blue eyeliner. Okay, so I found a couple of blue options here. I think I'm gonna do this one. That's like a royal blue. It is called, well, it's called Royal. I will link it down below. I think I'm gonna do this in my waterline. Oh yeah, that looks really, really good. And I found two blue eyeliners by Colourpop. This one is a little bit lighter, and it is called Sky High. And then I found one that is a little bit darker, which is called Crazy. So I think I'll start with the darker out here, and maybe I'll just ombre a little bit. Like I have a darker blue and a lighter blue. Maybe that could be something. This one is a little bit dried out. This one was definitely a little bit dried out. Let me see if I can put that upside down before I have to do the other side. Please, please, please cooperate. I'll do the lighter one in here. Oh, this one isn't dried out, but my eyelids are, so. Yeah, I think that this will be cool with the blue, with the dark, and then the light. Should I try and do a little hook? Hookity hook? Maybe something low like that. Let me fix this part. Okay, so I finished up the eyeliner and I did some mascara, and I really liked it. It was a struggle with this dark blue liner though, because it is so dried out. I think that this look is beautiful. Is this eyeshadow palette anything super unique? I don't know about that. But I will say, if you wanted to get something small at Sephora that has colors, I don't think you could go wrong with this one. But if you were really like, oh, I want to experiment with colors, I mean, I would always point you in the direction of indie brands. I don't think that this is a bust. I think this works perfectly fine. It's beautiful. I'm not blown away, but that could also be that I'm a matte girl. I love matte shadows over shimmer shadows. If you tell me you can only use mattes or you can only use shimmers for the rest of your life, it is literally bye-bye shimmers. This was fun. See you never. Oh my god, I had to add some more powder. It has literally been 3 hours. I was craving a snack, and then all of a sudden I was like, why don't I have lunch? And then the package that I was waiting for arrived, and then my doggos wanted to have a potty break, and it's like 4 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. Yeah, well, I'm here, and the makeup look is beautiful. The highlighter is really stunning. I'm loving the quality of this highlighter. It's not a multicolored highlighter. There is no shift. There is no multicolor. It's pretty. There's like a little pink quadrant, a little green quadrant, two like goldy peachy ones. They all look the same on the skin. It is beautiful though. I love the quality of the highlighter, but like, don't think that you're gonna get some kind of a colored or multi, like you're not getting that, but it's nice. It's high quality. It's a little bit, like I said, the painted on date on a Rolex. That's where we're at. Oh, I'm losing hairs. What's going on? What's going on? I really like the eyeshadow palette. Is this gonna be a go-to for me? No, but I can see myself bringing this one traveling because I usually toss like 2 or 3 mini palettes when I'm traveling, and I love bringing the mini Xenon palette. That eyeshadow palette has seen more states than some Americans. Love that Xenon palette. I've brought it on basically every vacation I've had since it got released. Absolutely love it. I can definitely see this one as a really good complement to that one because it has that black and it has that white plus a couple of grays. I really think that this could work really good with that one because these are all fairly cool tone, except this one that has a little of a shift to it. So I can really see those two working good together. I like this for what it is. I will say that no, that's not true. I'm more surprised by this one because I thought I was gonna get something else, but this one truly has a hidden element, and that is this very high quality duochrome here that's really, really pretty, and I think it's a duochrome that neutral lovers will love as well. So I like this for what it is. Am I gonna say run, don't walk? I never say run, don't walk. Listen, I never say run, don't walk, but I think that this is a good quality mini eyeshadow palette. If you look at this and you're thinking this is your dream color story, it's something you're gonna get a lot of use out of, definitely. I'd say it's worth it, but I'm not like blown away, but I do like the look. And I'm gonna film my new makeup releases. I'm gonna be working until 10 o'clock tonight. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!